Thanks for joining me. Hello, hello. Make sure you say hello in chat. Just getting rolling. I appreciate you guys popping by to say hello. What's up, Aiden? What's up, lady? Getting started on our interview. We've got a special one. I don't know, Aiden might have been first. Lady might have been first. I'll let you guys hash it out. It's not Friendship Friday, so go ahead and have at it. All right, as you guys can see by the logo, I've got a very special guest this time around. I'm personally excited about this one. I hope you are too. And I hope that you hang out, you like, and you share the content. And let's get to know this guy. And let's ask lots of questions.
Listen.
You guys about ready? I know I am. Welcome to Population 1 in VR, where the city is mostly always sunny and there's a lot going on most of the time. Here in Population 1, we like to play a battle royale game and, you know, do our thing. We like to see if we can win. I like to see if I can win. But I can't win. Most of the time, I suck. Reset my height because it's going a little funky crazy on me. There we go. All right. I gotta get some better lighting in the room. My Oculus just doesn't like it today. It's a little dark, I guess. All right. So as we're strolling through the city of Population 1, we've got a few things going on. Metropolis is kicking. It's got the gun store loaded and ready for you guys. And I also have the truck stop here for your refreshments. And, you know, if you don't know, now you know. I am interviewing PinkPWNAGE. Hello, Pink. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Good. Yourself?
Nice entrance there. I like it. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Doing good.
Very good.
Yourself?
I'm doing better now that my work is over, you know. I like it when work ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that work is over, I mean, I'm here doing the most important thing in my day is focusing on you, your gameplay, your strategies, questions and answers that lots of people keep asking, and that long-winded answer about why the gloves, but we'll get to it later.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Uh-huh. I think you get that, I don't know how many times. I'm going to move these. It's distracting me. How many times you actually get that question during your stream, but every time I've come in, I see it asked. So we'll get there. If everybody in chat wants to say hello, I will let Pink know that you're here. So far, we've got a few viewers you may recognize and you may not, but we're going to get them to recognize you today. Aiden, what's up? CYN Lady, hello. Matt Keel, thanks for joining. Space Roach, you're also in here. And then we've also got Twitch going too, and as those people pop in, we're going to let you know who's here and who's a fan. And maybe who's not. Who cares though, right? All right. So, are you ready to go in for those questions? Oh, Pink left me. That's how excited he was. He's going to pop back in. Hold on, guys. That's the first interviewee that has left me and is like, nope, I'm not doing this. Nope, not today. Oh, goodness. I'm just waiting for him to come back now. Hey, Dan. We're waiting for Pink to join us back up again. He was having some issues loading up today, so I just want to make sure he gets in and he's ready to roll the way that he wants to go. I made him as nice little pink sign here. And when I asked him his favorite spot on the map, his answer was, well, we don't want this to go to waste. Let's do it right here. I'm like, sweet. So, yep. Just waiting for him to pop back in and see if he's gotten any tech issues going on so we can clarify everything is good and keep going. But hello in chat. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the content as we get all of these answers and questions asked. And tell me what time you guys are streaming later, because some of you guys here in chat, I've noticed I didn't see you today. So where have you been? That's right. Where have you been? All right. I'm going to check Discord real quick. Power outage. Be right back. No problem. We're just going to sit here and chat and wait for you to come right back, dude. Totally fine. That's how it works sometimes. You know, I'm just curious. Does anybody have an older headset? Like, I've had mine for about 2 years now. And I'm having a lot of Guardian issues. It's blacking out a lot. And at first I thought it was the lighting in the room. But now I'm not so sure because...
@10_.
I seem to be having the problem in every time I log
Tipsy.
in. What is up? I'm just waiting for my interviewee to pop back in here. He had a power outage, so PinkPWNAGE is on the docket for today. If you guys have questions that you want answered, make sure you slap them there in chat, and I don't mind asking as long as they're not a little too risque. You know what I mean? You know, beyond my question about boxers, briefs, or commando. I don't know what's more... I don't know, risque than that.
www_PinkPWNAGE.
There's Pink.
Said.
He says he's coming. No problem, Pink. I'm not worried about it. Stuff happens. We got people loading in here ready and waiting for you, and we're just gonna chill until you come back. Lady, I saw you streaming earlier. I hope that went well. And Aiden, I think we're going to do another Friendship Friday. I don't know if you want to join, but I'm planning on doing a Friendship Friday. I think it'd be fun to do Friendship Friday with somebody who's really competitive because they'd get all frustrated. Oh my goodness. Do you know what it's like to sit here and chat and sit here in the lobby and talk to your chat, but it feels like you're talking to yourself? But I know you're there. It's just weird. You've been on and off all day, Dan. I did see you earlier today. In fact, you were playing with Pink last night, and I was like, oh, is that nice specimen of an Englishman you got there? Yeah, I know. Don't tell Reaper. Oh gosh, he's probably on. What's up, Jody? Thanks for popping in, liking the stream. Let's see who we've got in here so far. While we're waiting for him. Jody, Dan, Attawa, thank you for joining. Space Roach Matt, hello guys. Lady. Desmond, thank for that follow earlier. I appreciate that. Jake, hello. Just waiting for our man of the hour as he works out his power outage issue. You know, as a streamer, that's like your biggest nightmare, right? Having something go wrong. Well, there's our guy. Right on the spot,
give me
too.
a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, God. All right, that destroyed my setup. Okay.
As I was just saying, everybody, that's a streamer's biggest nightmare, is that kind of an issue. A blackout.
I've never had a power outage like that. I mean, at least not recently when there's no storm.
Well, let me tell you, it must be my electromagnetism, because I'm really lucky at electronics going south.
Oh, really? That's your thing?
Uh-huh, that's my thing. I don't know. I plug in the vacuum and it doesn't work, but somebody else uses it and it works. Mm-hmm. Garbage disposal comes on by itself. Well, cool.
Right,
in the meantime, when we've been waiting, we've had, we have over 180 people here in Facebook waiting to see this thing.
Whoa,
So,
180 people, that's crazy. What's up, yo?
I don't think that's crazy. I think that's you. You're that awesome. And
Don't
there's
do that.
there's no argument in the community about that. They either like you or they hate to like you.
Don't prop up my ego. My wife has to keep me like leveled in real life. Yeah, she's
that's
gonna have
okay.
to work extra hard. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are a hot commodity in, you know, pairing up in tournaments and duos and things like that. People like to play with you, so don't sell yourself anything short. So, I don't know. Are you ready to get into these questions?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Cool. All right. Simple questions first, then we play a little game. I have to guess what your favorite loadout is, which I'll probably get insanely wrong. And then we'll go back into some questions more about the game, okay?
Cool.
All right. Here we go, guys. PinkPWNAGE, where are you located?
Southeast United States.
Okay.
Alabama.
Beautiful. And do you mind sharing with us what you do for a living outside of playing Pop 1?
Yeah, I'm a scientist. I'm a professor, and specifically I'm in rehabilitation science, which is pretty much like a therapeutic exercise, but my main research area is virtual reality to give kids with disabilities like an avenue for doing therapeutic exercise at the home.
Okay.
For example, like kids who use wheelchairs, like what do you tell them to do when you prescribe them to do aerobic exercise, right? If you go to the doctor says do 150 minutes of aerobic exercise to prevent all these issues you're going to get when you turn into an adult, right? But what do you do if you use a wheelchair and you're a kid? There's only an arm bike. It's a trick question. It's an arm bike, like a stationary cycle except for your arms.
Yeah.
And if that's boring for everyone, but kids, attention span is even worse, right? So
exactly.
It's really about developing like engaging, enjoyable interventions for them, and that's what I do through virtual reality. That's my main kind of research line right now.
Super cool. Do they need an HR person in that job?
Oh my God, the university has many. I don't have enough money to hire you. I wish.
This is so funny. That's an awesome thing to do. Thank you for doing that. Our kids need a lot more activity, and just the fact that you're so focused in that area is a beautiful thing. So thank you.
Yay, Pink.
It's fun.
Yep,
Really
Nightmare says, "Hey, Pink, yay, Pink."
Hey, no, I'm lucky to be able to do that. Honestly, I kind of ended up doing it. Virtual reality and gaming, that was just luck because I wasn't like pigeonholing myself into that in the beginning. It was really just therapy, physical therapy. But I just got lucky. COVID made it so that you can't do stuff on site, right? And so, what can they do at the home? Well, certainly, Oculus Quest just came out. It was perfect timing.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about the game a little bit. Pink, when did you start playing Population 1?
Oh, yeah, someone asked me that recently. I've been playing technically since it launched, but, like, I had a Quest 1, and I'm a fickle guy, like, with first-person shooters. Like, I need good graphics, I need good frame rate, because I grew up playing all the other shooters, Counter-Strike, Valorant, Call of Duty, you name it. Yeah. And so when I was on the Quest 1... like, it wasn't that fun of an experience because everything was blocky and it didn't feel good. But then once I got a Rift, so I tried it, I put it down, and then I got an Oculus Rift, and then I was like, I was connected to a PC, and I was like, oh, okay, this is much more enjoyable now. It's smoother, it feels better. And so I've been playing since it started, but I took like a 2-3 month break until, I had a Rift and I tried this game again, and I said, oh, this game's way better when the graphics are good.
Nice.
And then Quest 2 came out, and that was like so much better than Quest 1. So.
And so, do you play the Steam version or do you play standalone?
Oh, I've got every setup. I've got Quest 2. I've got Valve Index. I got the Mario Arrow. I can play Oculus Quest on virtual desktop, on AirLink, which I don't really have a good setup for that. Plugged in, link cable, standalone. And usually I play on, Valve Index.
Yep. Wild. That's awesome. I only have standalone. I'm afraid to start up a Steam account. Don't want to start over, really. And, yeah.
Oh, it goes fast. It Go
Yeah,
Scots.
I know. That's what people tell me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm still waiting for my golden PJ. I don't play enough.
Well, apparently there's a way to actually play, even if you get the Steam, you can actually just trick it into your Quest account. So I mean, I hear there's a way. I just haven't.
I'd be
done
interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about your gamer tag, PinkPWNAGE. What does it mean to you? Where did you get that name?
God, I played I've been playing games since games existed pretty much, like on the old blocky computers with the dial-up modem and all that kind of thing. So I played Fallout Tactics. It was online, and I was in the top clan for that. And you can choose a color when you go in. And I just chose pink because it looked nice, and pink's kind of my favorite color. Yep. And then I just made it PinkPWNAGE because pwnage was a word that was used back in that day, long time ago. I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so it's been PinkPWNAGE ever since. World of Warcraft name, League of Legends name, which I also was up there in. So yeah, I just kind of kept it ever since then.
Are you a beast in all of those games?
At one point, you peak at every game, I feel like. But yeah, I've been up there in most of the games I play. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about what level you currently are.
God, on this account, I think I'm 58 on this account.
Sweet.
I'm 60 on
you guys
my
hear that?
Quest account.
I'm ahead of him in this one.
Yeah, I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Yeah.
He's a noob.
Woo! I'm level 60. I don't play a lot of public games.
Yeah.
So I play a lot of custom games, and so you don't get experience for that.
Very true. Okay.
Yeah. So level 60, I guess. I don't know.
Are you currently in a clan?
Yeah, I'm in. Oh yeah, this I better clarify because people thought I left WWW, but no, I am in Wild Wild West WWW. It's all my homies. Yeah, go WWW. All my homies that I've known for a long time. Some of them, they're all cool, nice people, and that's why I'm in it. But yeah, I'm technically in Clan WWW, but my primary comp team, my Diamond comp team, is called Genesis, and we're actually under Clan Supreme. So the team is under Clan Supreme, which is one of the best clans out there, comp-wise, Supreme. So we're Supreme Genesis, but myself, I'm under WWW. If that.
Okay.
Just to clarify
Let's
that,
talk about those tournaments. You do play in tournaments. Which ones are you in? Which ones were you in? And which ones are you going for?
Oh my God, that's a long answer. I play some type of comp every day. I call scrims comp. So every day, there's only about 25 kids usually, who have access to this. So if you're the best in the world status, there's this underground league called PML, run by Clan Apex, and we have scrims every day at 9 Eastern. And it's invite only to Diamond comp teams that were in ARC. Before ARC died.
Yep.
And ARC, if you don't know, was the biggest competitive league. So I scrim every day, 9 Eastern for that right now. I'm in UGL squads, and I do that pretty much after we end this, and I'm in the tower division there. We were top 3. We were 1. I don't think we're ranked 1 anymore, but we're probably ranked 3, 4 or something. But we're UGL squads. I do mixed doubles whenever that's around because I think that's really fun and really just chill, kick back.
Yep. Who's your partner right now?
There. My partner is THC Avery Sin, new partner. I was with Rad Fox last season. I was with Fami the season before that. Now I'm with THC Avery Sin. It'll be a fun season. We're gonna mess around. God, what other comp am I in right now? I'm in VREL. VREL is a new league that's starting. It's got a really big prize pool, and so we're all really excited about that. That one's really interesting. We've been waiting a long time for that one. And the first game, I think, was yesterday.
Okay.
But I'm playing, Friday. I'm playing Friday. And then there's a lot of one-day tournaments here and there. For example, PML is starting again. So PML, the real season PML, just finished. That's starting again, so that's Saturday. I honestly just take it one day at a time because there's a lot.
Yeah, you sound like a busy guy. How do you even do work outside of Pop 1?
Oh my God, yeah. So, Rad Fox needed more attention, but that's kind of why we're probably not there now. But I'm just joking. But
awesome.
I'm a doctor, so that takes a lot of work. And
oh
then
yeah,
I
sure.
come home, I eat dinner real quick with my family. I get on here for scrims and, just playing a little bit of pubs, maybe stream a little bit. Yep. And then, I drink a beer, I get off, and my family's already asleep. So they're really neglected. And then I make content, and that takes another couple hours every day. So it's just it's days. One day at a time is how I do it.
I've been popping into your content lately. Every time I can see that you're going live, I try to pop in and I either lurk or I say hello. It was very entertaining last night. What a fun squad. And it's nice to watch you play. You have a very unique strategy and you're very delicate in the game. And I mean, I think that delicateness makes you a badass. You're just calm, cool, collective, and you can just kill everybody on the map. So I love it.
Right. Well, that's how I am in pubs. That is different in comp. I'm hi, I'm totally different style. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the calm, cool, and collective comes with a samurai scream. So I'm just saying. I saw that.
Right. Yo Poppy taught me how to use the sword, and oh boy, I love it. Yeah, I owe that guy for teaching me.
Awesome. Well, I'm just going to run down a list of folks that are joining in to say hello, just so you know that they're here. Cool. Common Ground Gaming, Devil's Reaper is here, Joseph, Moses, Liz, Barbed Wire is here, Mahad is here, Cord is here, Sudhir, Claystation, Mad Daz, Miss Misery.
Oh, Miss Misery.
We've got quite a few people rolling in, and so what I'd like to do is talk about the map and then play a little game. Okay. So I'm going to pull up the map next to you. My people can see it. Of course you can't.
Yeah. I've got my own map, yeah.
Perfect. We're going to talk about what spot on this map would you like to see Big Box erase?
Erase?
Yeah. Wipe away.
No, I'm not a person who, gives them a lot of suggestions. So a lot of verified, like yourself, you can give suggestions to improve the guy. I don't have any complaints. I don't want them to eliminate anything, but if we're talking about places on the map that are just not very fun to be in, that would be in between Outpost and the tower.
Okay.
That kind of valley, down that hill from Observatory all the way to Cemetery.
I hate that spot when zone's closing and that's it. I hate that spot.
We call that a dead zone because if you're there and you got no loot, you're fucked because
because you ain't gonna get any.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're in the
and
open,
then if it closes
no
in Metropolis, it's too much loot.
Yeah, so it's
okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then I think another corner is all the way in Metropolis at the very end of that street on the right next to Summit. If you go down the street, literally at that corner, at the right end of the map, for whatever fucking reason, the zone always closes in that goddamn corner.
Yep, right there on the street. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's the worst goddamn zone, and then you always have to navigate whether you're under the building in the alley or you're gonna fight your way out. It ends up more often there than you'd ever think. And so, that those two places.
Is there anything you would like to see added into the map with your experience in all different games? So you've got a lot of experience at different possibilities. Is there anything Big Box could add to the map to make it a little more, I don't know, funner or interesting or difficult?
I don't play Fortnite, and I never have, but I've seen commercials and shit. I think the coolest thing would be to have events, where maybe it's a co-op event. You partner with everyone in the lobby and you shoot some big robot or something that it's a boss level status and everyone has to fight and work together. I think PvE would be really cool if you could somehow figure that into the game and make it interesting.
Throw something in there. I also think that if Pop One had a Throwback Thursday, throw in the original map without all of the extras and do a Throwback Thursday, and how interesting that would be to be oh my god, I forgot Foothills was here.
Yeah, I barely remember what the original map was. There was a complex at the very bottom right. I don't even goddamn remember. Frontier didn't exist. I barely remember that now.
Exactly. So Big Box should do a Throwback Thursday, maybe once a month. I mean, not very often because that map was kind of dry, but yeah.
All of this though, I think when they added Kingdom, that was a big deal. It was really cool. They added Frontier, that was hella awesome. Metropolis was huge. I mean, I think they're doing really cool in updating the map here and there. So
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of complaints, honestly.
I'm going to ask
terms
you
of-
about my suggestion is a haunted theme park, like some sort of circusy.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I missed
like
the maze. Remember they had the maze for
Yes.
like last Thanksgiving or whatever it is, or
Yep.
Halloween. Or,
Yep.
That would have been cool, and I liked that.
All right. Well, how about playing a little game with me?
Sure.
All right. It's the weapons loadout game. And I'm going to guess what I think is your favorite weapon loadout. It includes heals, shields, swords, guns, whatever you want to load it with. It does not matter if the gun is gold or if it's a 1-star, just as long as I can match it, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right. So we're going to go in. It's going to be open chat so we can hear each other and figure out once we've loaded up where we can meet.
Favorite.
Yep.
God, that's hard. Like,
Yep.
what is? What is my favorite? Like, favorite for what? Like, cause I have so many kind of loadouts. Like, what would be my favorite?
Let's go
Like
with pubs.
Pubs.
Let's go with pubs, because that's what I get to
Okay.
see you play online. I don't get to see too many of your turns. I did get to see you play with Rad Fox. That was nice.
Okay, let's see. Pub.
All
God,
right.
I use everything in pubs. That's kind of. Let me see here.
It's not a trick
'Cause,
question, Pink.
yeah. it really is a trick question to me though, because I'm coaching someone on Discord, and he was like, we were talking about loadouts, and like there is no one loadout you should have in a public game. You really should just build on how you're gonna play in that game. So for example, if you're gonna snipe the whole game and you're gonna snipe the whole game, build to snipe. But if I'm gonna choose a general loadout, I'll do my best.
All right. Well, I'll do my best. I guarantee you it will not be 100%. I promise you it might be pathetic.
You're good.
I just know not to fill up my wheel with CX4s. That's all I know.
No, you're just selling yourself short.
All right.
I don't have to load up like fully, right? Just like one of
Nope.
each thing. Will be...
You do not have to fully. So, chat, I'm going to grab this one. I'm not sure about it yet. We'll see as I kind of travel along and check things out. I did already mention this one. I don't know if you guys have watched him, but his scream with this. His scream. That's right. Just in case, I want to take this in case Rad Fox told him anything secret.
Come on, yeah!
All right. Nope, not that. I am looking for one in particular that I know that Nightmare rolls with. So you guys know which one I'm talking about. Looking for?
I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. All right.
God, I can't find what I'm looking for.
All right, let's see what we've got here. I feel good about this. I do feel like this is a yes right here. This is a yes right here. Let's see here. I'm going to go with this, not the one that I just used. This one is a possibility, but not too sure about that yet. Thanks for those likes, guys. If you want to go ahead and like and share the content out. Interviewing here on the TipsyTrixie Takeover.
I can't
PinkPWNAGE.
find my weapon. I literally can't find my weapon. I've been looking for like a long time. How it always.
There's one other one that I think I'm curious if I should replace. Ooh, there is the drop over there. What are the chances?
Oh my god, I still can't find it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Of course. I planned it this way. I removed it. From the loadout.
Maybe you did. I don't know. I'm kind of. I'm not sure. I don't see it. I look at. Hell.
I mean,
Is it removed?
if it's the same one I'm looking for, I haven't found it either at all. I mean, every single interview that I have been looking for it.
Oh,
it
God,
has been
maybe
hard to
it's-
find. And it is not at the drop.
Shit, I'm actually debating whether it might be in here. Yeah, I'm in freaking Metro looking too, and I can't see it. Wow.
I'm in the middle of plains, heading over towards farms, hoping.
I'm just looking for one. I mean, I've got a loadout, and you know, this is certainly a loadout I'd use. But
Yeah, I have one also that I'm partially satisfied with, but I'd like to replace it. No, right ammo, wrong weapon. Dang it.
Jesus, yeah, I can't find it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we could sub a weapon and call it the right one.
I might just change my build. Yeah, I really think it's not in this lobby. I've been looking. This is
crazy. I didn't remove any, I swear.
Sometimes it glitches like that, though. Like, even though you don't think it's.
Okay, right ammo, but it's not in here. So weird.
I'm pretty sure it's not in this lobby. I've covered like all of
everything.
Metropolis. Oh, I found it! No, it does exist.
Dang it! Now I have to get it.
Dang. Take your time. Take your time. I'll warm up. I have to warm up for comp anyways.
There you go. Alright. One more to find, guys. Oh, nope. Wrong. Right ammo. Wrong weapon. And I found it. So we're going to go ahead and replace these. Okay. And, I think I'm ready.
So what do? We meet up in the zone or something?
Let's meet up in, I don't know. Let's, yeah, go straight to zone. I also set zone to move very slowly, but I don't see that happening.
Took us a while to find all our webs.
All right. So where are you at right now? I'm in zone. Oh, shit. He knows where I'm at. I don't need to ask. He already knows. He's from a long ways away.
I'm not shooting at you. We're not fighting, right?
Oh, no. I'm gonna do the nightmare thing. Ready? I'm right here. I'm right here. Don't kill me. I did that to him in a game once.
Did it work?
Yeah, well, no, he killed me, and then he felt bad. Oh, I hear you. Are you up in the tree? Oh, I see you.
Nah, I'm in the street, just chilling in the street.
Right here.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Let's check this loadout. See how bad it is. Okay. The first thing I grabbed was the samurai sword. Do you have a samurai?
No. I got a DT. I did have it.
Okay,
I was like,
was that the hard
I do
one?
love it. You're right. I mean, you're
Mm-hmm.
totally right. But like, I enjoy the DT more. But like, because this hurts my shoulder. I'm an old guy. Like, I can't do this every game. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
But this is
just so you know, it took me the longest. This is what I struggled with. So I got the DT at least.
Nice.
Whew.
Okay.
All right. Refocus. Here we go. For shields. I know that you like to do double up on shields, double up on health sometimes, in pubs anyway. I see you going crazy. I pulled cans, not the shaker. Do you have cans?
Okay. You're right. I do have double.
Okay.
I have double type.
Okay, double type. Shakers and the cans. Nice. Okay, we're going to move closer into zone over here.
And you know, I don't have one build, you know, but if anything, if I'm gonna put it into one build, this is it. Honestly, I play different every single game based upon who I'm playing with. So like, if I'm playing with people who like need an anchor, like I think they're gonna die, and I need to play safer, this is probably my build. But if I'm like if I can just play myself and just charge people, then I have a completely different.
Okay. Well, I went with this one instead of the M60. I went with the op.
Okay.
But I see
You're
you
right.
pulled
I
out.
have an op.
Oh, you have an op. Oh,
yeah, I do have an op.
You did not pull the AK, which I thought you were gonna have.
Yep,
You pulled
M60.
the M60. And I should have known that because you've done a stream before where you talked about the weapons in great detail. And this thing you talked a lot about it being underrated and it being a really good gun.
Best weapon in the game right now.
Last one that I
weapon in the
pulled was
goddamn game.
nanners, not cans. So
Nanners.
I don't-
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Close. You were close.
Okay,
Very
well-
close. I mean, I do build that way. I mean, that's AK is my gun, but I mean, you know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Well, I suck at the AK, but today, no.
You got this. Oh, Zone stole it from me.
Zone killed you. Dang it! Dang it!
Yeah, Zone.
I hate
Almost
the
had
AK.
it. Oh, you got it. You got it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the TipsyTrixie Takeover today with PinkPWNAGE. Thanks for popping in, joining me, hanging out. Hello, hello, hello. Tell Pink he is
Hello,
a beast.
everyone.
I will do that. Wesley Snipes says you are
What's
a
up, Wesley
beast.
Snipes?
I think we all know that.
How's it
I mean,
going?
there's no denying that whatsoever.
I watch his TikToks, yeah.
Well, I have yet to kill PinkPWNAGE. That makes me very sad that the zone took it from me.
Oh, man. that was it. That was it. We can do it again.
I suck that bad at the AK, so I want to go deeper into some weaponry talk here.
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about how you evaluate and use and choose these weapons. So tell me, what is your favorite one? The M60.
My favorite weapon, if I could, is just DT. I mean, that's just fun. You put a lot of work into it, and you have to use it at high level play. So it's just fun. It feels like what's a real life analogy going to that? I don't know. It just feels like you put a lot of hours into it, but it's rewarding for doing so. So it feels good, and it's deadly if you can master it, but it's like impossible to master, if that makes sense. So it just gives you something to work for. But you know, to answer your question, it's hard because I don't have favorite weapons because like I play different in every public game. Particularly, I just play based upon like once I play and with people I've never played before, like they don't know it, but I'm actually like watching how they play, and I can just pick it up by how they move and what they're doing, and I know how I have to play so we can win the game, if that makes sense. So I play different styles based upon who I'm playing with. So yeah, it just depends. But if in comp, like my teammates, yes, they do go, oh, here's an AK for Pink, like that. That's my go-to.
They hand it off to you. Okay.
Yeah. And DT now. Yeah.
Hello, Anthony. Hello, Wesley Snipes. Kenny, Mark Hurst. Hello, guys.
Whoa.
Thanks for those stars. Jeezy, hello. Jamie, hello.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in to watch this, you guys. And also, everybody over on Twitch, thank you for popping in and saying hello to PinkPWNAGE while we are doing his interview. He's about to tell me which weapon he dislikes the most.
Weapon I dislike the most is the Magnum. Now,
all right, it's right here behind
dog
you.
Water.
Yeah.
Complete dog water now. You can pretty much dodge the bullet like physically. It's so damn that like it almost feels like you could just like matrix it and just like leave like one way. Like it's just that. But don't get me wrong. I've picked this up and I used it in comp just last week, and the gold one, and it worked. But, I mean,
worked out for you.
That's the worst. The worst. Get it away from me. MK18 is technically MK18, but that one just nerfs so hard it just hurts my feelings.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It used to be one of my favorites, but
Right?
You're right. Since the update, I'm just like, ugh. What does Baker use now? I'm just curious. I think he still uses
he says
it.
He still uses it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He says it's the same for him.
Let's talk about these guns more in detail. What is a gun that you would say noobs should pick up? What is the comfort gun?
I mean, you know, the obvious is everyone picks up the CX4. I mean, I'm not a fan of the CX4, as everyone knows, but if you're going to use the CX4, and you can start with that because it is like the most intuitive, is use it for what it's meant to be used for. So every gun now, this is the healthiest weapon meta we have ever seen in the 2 years of this game. Right now, every single gun has a use, except the MK18. But every single gun has like a niche use for it. So what is the CX4 used for? Well, it's great for long distance because the bullet drop off, as in the amount of distance you can shoot it at before it does less damage, is actually better than most of the other assault rifles. So, and it's really accurate.
Okay.
And you can peek with it with one hand, as in the one hand accuracy is so amazing you don't have to practice. So if you're going to use the CX4, peek with it from long range, and you're going to be super safe, and do it that way. But every gun has a use, so it's kind of hard for me to recommend one gun because really, for example, like the UMP, it's similar because the accuracy is relatively easier than the other SMGs.
Yep.
Like the Uzis are the hardest to aim, followed by the P90 and then the MP5. But actually, the best time to kill is in that order: Uzi, P90, MP5, UMP. And so it's really cool because they all have their different niche cases. If your accuracy is not that good, use the UMP and you're still going to be doing pretty damn good. If you can control the Uzis, control them and do it. And you have a PC because it's easier to aim and reload those things on a PC, use the Uzis. But you have now niche choices for each weapon. So I don't have one weapon. I feel like every weapon can be used and has a use case for it, except the MK18.
Okay. Tell me the difference between choosing the M10 over the DT.
Yeah, you know what? This is a good one. This is one that your video should be popped up for. You should even lead with this. Like, everyone everyone sees all the pro players use the DT and go, oh, I gotta master that DT. Don't waste your time. Just learn the M10. Like 95% of players I see use the DT should probably just use the M10. So if you haven't seen my videos, like the time to kill is very similar for the purple and the gold compared to the DT, like the purple DT. And so what I mean by that is if you can just use the M10, the purple one, and the gold one particularly, and you hit your shots, you don't miss a shot, you're going to do way better than the DT, because to be able to kill someone fast with the DT, like you see on my time to kill chart, you have to be able to shoot it like me. Not a lot of people can do that really well when you're flying around in battle. You're peeking, you're getting shot at, you're building. Like, yeah, I can do it. You can do it in a shooting range, but can you really do it in the game when everything's going crazy? I really recommend everyone uses the M10 first until you're good with close range fighting. You know how to build, fly, peek in a close range battle, so you get the fundamentals down. And I have videos to help you on that. I just published a close range one recently. But learn how to fight in close range with the M10 first. And then when you know how to use the M10, you pretty much just have to learn the DT so you can replace the M10, but all your combat skills are the same with that. Learn the combat skills first, M10, then DT. But everyone does it the other way because they want to jump the step. But I'm just telling you right now, like, people spend months and they're still not at the level where they can even dare fight someone like the top 20 people in the world. Like, you got no chance. Yep.
So tell us, where can we find your content online so that we can look up these helpful tips and tricks?
Oh, just YouTube right now. I mean, I did start off with TikTok. I did that for a long time, but I kind of gave up on it. It felt harder to edit short videos than it does just to like post long videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's just YouTube, and I stream, and I'll definitely answer any questions that people have in stream. Like, I welcome it. Like, how can I get better? How should I use this weapon? How should I practice? All that kind of stuff. Like, ask it in stream. But I definitely have YouTube videos for it, like a whole archive of stuff.
Okay. And when we're on YouTube, what do we search? Is it PinkPWNAGE or is it slightly different?
Yeah, you can just search PinkPWNAGE.
Okay. And you also go live on Twitch, is that right?
Yep. Usually around the scrim time, the pro scrim time, which is like 9 Eastern.
Okay.
So usually around then, or an hour before that.
Perfect. Talk to me about the 1911 and the PX4.
Yeah, that's a good, that's a really good question, because my thought actually changed on the 1911 just recently.
Oh, okay.
So if I did publish a video for the pistols, time to kill. The PX4 has the fastest time to kill in the goddamn game, if you hit headshots. So what does that mean? The PX4 on paper is the best gun in the game for killing someone quickly. PX4. Ooh. But you have to hit all headshots and you can't miss a shot, right? And so that's not easy when you don't have a scope. You don't have a scope, so you pretty much have to see her point blank and put it in their face, right? Unless you have perfect aim. And so PX4 is good if you could probably master it, but I can't imagine it would be easy. You have to peek. If you're going to use this against good players, you're going to have to peek and be able to hit all headshots on a moving target while you're peeking with the PX4. And that's not easy. I can't do it. I can't imagine anyone can in the world right now, so that's tough. But on paper it's the best. The 1911 is also like the top 5 in time to kills, I think, if I remember correctly. As in, it's one of the fastest time to kill guns in the game, the 1911.
Oh yeah, I've seen some people pop it off, and I'm like, what?
And it breaks build 2 shots, which is freaking fantastic. So it kills build, and the 2-star one does that. If you don't know, I learned this. Someone in my stream told me the 1-star takes more than 2 shots, but if you have a 2-star 1911, that thing breaks build in 2 shots. That's super quick. So it's fantastic. I saw Function use it in comp. Oh god, which comp was it? I saw him use it in, I think it was mixed doubles last weekend, I think, or this week, and it was amazing. He used it against Radfox. I was watching, got a build, and he was blasting her through the build and got her while she was building, and I said, wow. I am so shocked. Like, and it was mid-distance. It wasn't like really close. So I was very impressed. So 1911 can be a really good gun, and the good news is it got a buff recently. Because of the last patch, they improved the server tick rate, so like everything flows smoother, and for whatever reason, that helps the trigger pull on the 1911. I would not recommend the 1911 before the last patch, like, you know, a couple weeks ago, because it was so hard to shoot it fast and not clunk it up to get it stuck. But now it's so easy to fire. I do recommend, if you want to master a pistol because you're just that kind of person, like, master a 1911. That is a monstrous weapon. Yeah, so the 1911, I was so impressed with the build break capability. You can peek with it. It has excellent time to kill if you hit your shots. The bullet drop off does suck because you can't use it any longer than mid range. But I mean, dude, it's a serious weapon. If you know how to use it and how should you use it, peek with it, break build with it, and always peek. Don't ever stand in the open like with it. You will die, but peek with the 1911.
Okay, is it Seiko or Sako?
God, I feel like I say them both. Sako. I say Sako. I say Sako because it sounds Japanese, even though it's not a Japanese weapon. I don't know why. The wording looks Japanese. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Sako.
Talk to me about that weapon, because it was great, then it was not so great, and now it's getting better, or is it not?
It's better. So I was like self-proclaimed one of the best in the world with it. The best in the world with it before it got nerfed. I could hit 2 headshots in a row in comp at the high level, and that's like not easy to do.
Scary.
I could hit in succession really quick. The problem is I could hit 2 headshots like that on a moving target in mid-range. But now the problem is they nerfed how fast you can fire it accurately, so they nerfed that. And the problem is, yes, it got a buff to damage recently, but it just it takes too much ammo to kill like good players with. And in like public games, you get a lot of ammo. Like sometimes you kill someone, you get like 100 sniper, right? Because you were so lucky. But in a comp game, I only have 5 sniper rounds. 5. Or 10 maximum, because other people on my team have to AWP op, right? And so like I opt too now, but like I don't have more than 10 shots, and usually I take, probably 10 shots to kill one person because they're building, they're flying around, you're gonna miss a shot if you're a player. So it's just, in comp, it's great for one purpose, and one purpose only. I use this as a complementary weapon to, where's an M60? I use this as a complementary weapon to pretty much every assault rifle, or at least the M60. Okay. It's a general rule. I think the answer is, this is a supplementary weapon for peeking with, because there's no reason not to peek with this, because you can shoot it one hand with perfect accuracy. This is a peek weapon to hit other head peekers with. Memorize that. This is a peek weapon to hit other head peekers with. That's why I only need 5 to 10 rounds for the whole game. So usually I'll be using my M60 or my AK. There's not one around. I'm using an M60 or AK, and I'm even peeking with the AK and the M60, and my aim is still, like, if you see my videos, like, my aim is laser beam. I can almost hit head peekers with the M60 and the AK, but the good head peekers that are so tight, like, they're going to hit me with a headshot with this or something else before I hit them with the AK and the M60. Against good players, you really can't peek something for more than 1 second, and so what I'll do is I'll go up, fire, and I'm back down, so I'm not even exposed for a second. So, like, I'll look, fire, and I'm down, and you can't even shoot at me because with Peeker's Advantage you got no chance. And so that's really what this weapon's all about. You come up, shoot, come down, hit the head Peeker, switch back to your spray weapon and finish him or charge him with your DT. So this is not like how I used to use it for. I used to go Sako and DT. That was my whole build, even in comp. Everyone gives me the sniper ammo because they don't even need to use Not because my aim was so good with this. But like now, like it's just not as good as the AWP.
Yeah. Okay.
Bullet travel is just, it's too slow now because every other gun has like instant travel speed, right? Even the op got a little bit
I've
of
noticed.
buff.
Yep.
And I believe that's just because the distance it fires from is from the end of the barrel, is what everyone says. But it's faster than the Sako, so it's like, why the hell are you going to use the Sako if the op does more damage and you got a scope, it's faster, it does, at one headshot it's like almost a kill. Like, why use this weapon over the other? And the answer is there is no reason. So the problem is this gun is only niche for that scenario because of how good the op is. And that's why I always advocate for an op nerf. But everyone hates me when I say that. I do a little bit of a nerf. Because it's pretty much in comp, it's like all op. And then like, yeah, it gets kind of boring. But, op is overpowered. But the Sako, that's what it's used for.
All right. The FAL. Yes or no?
Yeah, I just published a video on this. The FAL. Totally amazing. Just for the same reason as the 1911, because before it was hard to shoot it like this, without messing it up, right?
Yep.
Before you would go like this, you would clunk it up, right? But the buff to the server tick rate, I believe, also helped the trigger pull on this, where it's a lot easier to press this at half trigger, like 50% trigger pull, which is what I'm doing now. Or even full trigger pull, which is what I'm doing now, and it still shoots really fast. And so we just did the time to kill on this again. This thing is like really up there in time to kill, and probably the best reason this gun is amazing is because by the time you realize someone's shooting it with this, they already hit you 3 times with it. And that is more important than you really realize, because if you're shooting good players, as soon as they take one bullet, they build a fortress, and then you can't shoot them anymore, right? But this gun's so damn quiet that they get hit by 2 to 3 shots before they even realize it, and so you hit really good damage on them before they put their build up. Against good players, you never kill them until they run out of build. Ever.
Okay.
Unless you have a DT in your close range. But like mid and long range, no good player dies unless they got double shot by an op or something. And so like, being able to hit them 3 times before they get their build up or go behind hard cover, you got a massive amount of damage, so it's good burst against good players. So.
Okay. Let's talk about the Maddies. They've gotten some great reports and some not so great reports since the updates. What are your thoughts on those babies? I don't see them around here.
Oh God, I haven't done the time to kill again on those. But on paper, they got nerfed to oblivion. But you know what's really interesting is that I have died to the gold matadors. I went head to head with like purple Uzis and gold matadors. I knew they had matadors. I said, I've got this, because I know the matadors got nerfed to oblivion and melted me before I even broke shield on them with the Uzis. And I've got a Valve Index. I can see them before they see me usually. I don't miss with the Uzis like close range. So it was like, I got this. And then I got melted. And from that point,
I wouldn't have guessed that at all.
And I said, okay. So I picked up the gold Maddies, and I've picked them up only 3 times. That sounds not like a lot, but like I don't dare use it in comp yet because I'm not confident enough. But wait, didn't I use it in comp? Oh my god, I think I did. Wait, yeah, maybe. Oh, I did. Oh my god. So maybe out of the 3 to 4 times, maybe like 4 times I picked them up since the last patch. They haven't failed me. And that's amazing because I thought I would have to reload before I killed someone, but with the gold ones, I was always successful at killing the enemy before I had to reload, and that's a big deal with the matadors because it really slows down how fast they kill. So to be honest, I don't know if the gold ones got hit as bad as everyone thinks they did. I think they're still amazing, and I used the matadors really heavily before they got nerfed, particularly in comp, and people were calling me the best matador player, even though I don't think I was. And so what I'm trying to say is I think the matadors, yes, they got heavy. They were amazing before, but I think the gold ones are still sleeper. Like, they're still really good. People are just sleeping on it. I'm going to do a video soon probably on the time to kill for those, and I think we're going to be surprised that the gold ones are still shred as long as you hit. So I think the gold ones are still useful, but you're probably gonna have to be really close range. Don't
Okay.
miss. Yeah.
Is the MP5 really the baby of the AKM? What are your thoughts on those two?
Every gun has its own use case. I don't think everyone knows this, but every single gun, I keep saying this, has its own niche, has its own use case. The MP5 is a close mid-range gun. It's honestly kind of hard to peek with one hand. You have to learn it, but once you learn it, it's easy. So it's an amazing weapon. It's got a great time to kill. It's just limited by its ammo capacity. That's why everyone likes the gold one, because of the recoil decrease, and you have enough ammo to kill a person. It's hard to kill a player with an MP5, a good player who spams build with an MP5, because you have to keep reloading. Now, the MP5 technically kills faster than the AK. It may be easier to shoot the MP5 than the AK. I think the AK is personally easier, but I'm biased. But the bullet drop off on the MP5 is really bad, as in you can't use it long range because it's going to do so little damage down course. But the AK is one of the best long distance rifles. The bullet drop off is, I think, the third best. Is technically the fourth best of all of the assault rifles, but it's probably the third most practical. As in, it's probably the third best to use, but the bullet drop off is probably technically ranked 4. But the AK, I use that as my only weapon in comp a lot of the time. Literally, my whole build is AK and a bunch of health and support stuff to help my teammates. Literally, the AK is great for its range. But the shitty part about the AK is it's horrible for break and build. If I use it to break build, I'm going through about 1,000 rounds in a competitive game, and that's a lot of ammo in a competitive game. Because you don't get a lot of ammo because you fight so quick. But the AK is great for long range because it actually is pretty easy to fire two-hand, and the bullet drop-off is great, and the rate of fire is great. And so I love the AK, and that it's for that reason. I don't think it's either is the baby, but they're different use cases. Close mid-range, sure, MP5. It's better at break and build than the AK too. Mid, long range, AK.
Okay. What about the P90? Lots of mixed feelings here. You either love it or hate it, is really what I'm gathering. I hate it. My other half loves it. What do you think about the P90?
If it didn't get nerfed so hard, accuracy-wise, it would be the best weapon in the goddamn game. If it had the accuracy it did before they nerfed it, last big patch, then it would currently be the best weapon in the goddamn game. No questions on that. Because it's got a 5 count, so it takes 5 seconds to shoot all the ammo in that. The last 3 counts, are random. And then, they don't follow the same pattern, so you can't learn how to master the recoil because it's different every time you shoot it. And so it's you just have to adapt and learn to adapt to its recoil that's going to be random, which you can do, but it's so much work. So it's hard to peak with it, but it is the best weapon in the game because it would have been the best weapon in the game because it's got a great time to kill. It's one of the fastest time to kills. It's the second best weapon in the game for breaking build, which is really important. And you can pretty much use it close range, to be honest. So it could have been one of those weapons like the AK where you can use it for everything almost except really long range. But the recoil is hard, so what would I use it for? I would use it for close range. If you're a person who just hates shotguns, you could get away with a P90 only build for close range if you know how to avoid DT fights.
Okay.
But the P90 is an amazing weapon for all those reasons. I use it still, and I use it particularly in mixed doubles, and it kills. People rely on build. Good players, that P90 shreds through build, and they're not ready for it most of the time.
Yep, I've seen it. It's I like playing with somebody who has mastered it. I got to tell you that much. But if it's my only choice, we're gonna die. I'm gonna take a minute to let you know who else is here in chat. You guys, I'm interviewing PinkPWNAGE. We've added to our crew Dolores, Happy Lou, Thunder. Thanks for being here, guys. Fei Hong, Abel, Jesse. I'm really sorry if I butcher your names. I know that's VR Brothers. The Bearded Goat is also here. You guys, thanks for all joining as we're just kind of going through the motions, talking a little bit about the weaponry choices in Population 1. My next question is going to be, we had the Katana, the Excalibur, and the Cyberblade. What are your thoughts on the sword options that they've given us? Is there one that was better than the other, or is it right now?
You know, I'm a scientist, so I don't like to rely on something I haven't tested. You know, they've never released all three. Well, not true. That's not true because you probably go in game and turn on each weapon and compare, but I haven't actually done that. Like, I don't know if one has a slightly different stroke, you know, than the other. Like, and I'd rather not guess. So I'm just gonna say, you know, they're all good. They're, you know, the sword is obviously the best close range weapon because of how fast it kills. If you know how to use it really well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The distance
you'd be
kills me.
surprised
I'm
how
like
far
this
it
far
goes.
away and I die by it.
Yeah, it's the best close range weapon. If you are a master with the sword, you don't need anything else close range. Really close range. But it's still hard to use against the best players in the world who use DTs. So.
Absolutely.
But the sword itself is amazing. In pubs, it destroys because everyone's going to charge you in the building. Because the sword, if you don't know, like the way to use it is just sit in a building and you in comp play, high level competitive play. Like they know you have a sword and you can threaten them with the sword. I literally grab the sword and just swing it in the building. So I threaten them, go, hey motherfucker, you coming in here, you're gonna die. And they don't come in when they hear it, for real. And you know,
like,
because
nope.
they know, and they will take their time. And that second or couple seconds is all I need to heal up, shield up, whatever. But it's that good where if you have one in a building and they know you have it, they shouldn't come in there unless they got one or they, you know, somehow flush you out with a grenade or just wait you out, you know. So it's really good for that, particularly. But I mean, if you can have a bunch of build, you can charge people with. That's just a really good weapon.
I'm curious, what is your weakness in the game? Would you be willing to share it?
Yeah, you know, I think that changes on a weekly basis because, you know, I'm on this journey where I'm just trying to keep improving my skills, and I'm really shooting up now that I'm able to practice against the best in the world every day. But I think right now it's hard because, like, my weakness against them or my weakness, like, for, like, you know, in pub games for public. I guess
how would I be able to kill you in a dream world?
In a public game, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe both.
I'm having the best
in
dream of my life,
games,
and I kill PinkPWNAGE. How did I do it?
In comp games, I'll say at the highest level games and like tournament games, my weakness, and I shouldn't be telling this to those people. They all know it because we play against each other every day. Is in the close range battles when there's a whole team. Like, I'm a very strategical and tactical player, so when I go in to fight, particularly close range, I have a plan and I'm executing that really fast. But I'm really good at keeping track of 1 to 2 people, and that's why mixed, like, doubles, like, tournaments are easier for me. But squads, there's so much to keep track of with 3 players that sometimes I know what the other 2 players are doing, but I forgot about the 3rd player, so I charge in and I die. And so I need to work on that. So at the highest level of play, it's my close range squad fight. But in public games, my honest weakness is that I love people. What do I mean by that? It's like I go into pub games and I play with people, and like I'm not trying to like be a pub stomper. What do I mean by that? I'm not trying to be one of those people who's you know famous for like, you know, stomping people in pubs, you know, like double-digit kills every game and like, you know, like, oh, my stats are like top 10, but, you know, I'm like top on stats. I mean, I am top on stats, but it just happens. But, like, you know, I'm not trying to be like one of those people. And what I mean by that, like, I could literally just charge every team and my kills would be, you know, really good. Yes, I would die a lot, but my team could res me, right? But I would probably still wipe the lobby, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to do that because I don't really want to make like people's lives like feel horrible in like a game like this where you're trying to have fun. So what I'm saying is I love people. I love my enemies. I don't like try to, you know, like stomp on them. Yeah. And so what I usually do in pubs, usually I just kick back, I drink beer, and I let my teammates kill everyone, and I support. Usually I only get into the fight when they're in trouble. So like my good friend Spray and Pray, who I play with all the time, I call him like the noob smasher because he just runs in, charges everyone, and I just sit back. I'm just kicking it, and once he dies, I go, okay, time for me to go and get into gear, kind of thing. Yeah. And so for example, I squatted with new people last night that I never played with before. And I could have easily just, been the carry, charge everyone, and let them res me if I, mess up, right? But instead, I let them go fight, and, I'll res them. And if I die, if we die, I go whatever. These days, I don't care. So I love my enemies. I don't want to just horribly stomp on my enemies and make them, quit this game. And I also love my partners. Like, I want them to, get some kills and have a good time. It's not fun if I'm pushing everyone, killing everyone. Like, sure, I get 13 kills and they have 0. Like, that's not fun. Like, I don't need to show that off. You know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot.
Well, that makes you a good teammate. I mean, that makes you fun to play with too. On the side of non-competitive, somebody who's not all about that high number of kills, but more about that fun. I want to talk a little bit about that fun. Because last night you shared a little bit of karaoke. So you have some fun channel points going on your Twitch stream. Talk a little bit about that. Like, there's a personality that comes out of this hardcore comp guy here that's very enjoyable.
Yeah, I love karaoke. I used to hate karaoke until my wife's Filipino, and so like she got me kind of into karaoke. And one of my friends was Korean, and so she was really into karaoke. I hated singing my whole life until they kind of forced me into it. But now I love it. And so, like, yeah, I'll sing karaoke in like, public games a lot, if there's a channel redeem. So, people kill me, and then they come back to the stream and go, oh, that's why you were just, like, being stupid. Or whatever. Oh, yeah, what? I couldn't even hear you.
That's awesome. And Barbie Girl is one of the choices on there, right?
Yeah. There's you're not allowed to choose technically, but all of my regulars, all my friends, I should say, come in. I'll do it for them because I love them. But
awesome.
They've been supporting me since the beginning of this journey. So yeah, fun. What's fun for me about this game is really people, like my friends. I play for my friends, honestly, and the problem is I have so many friends now that I don't read to everyone, which really sucks. I'm trying to like make time for everyone, but it's really hard. Like, I miss a lot of my friends. Like, miss Sammy, Pray and Pray. I'm trying to play with more too now, but like those are my originals. I miss all the Bacon and Eggs, Chapman, Weller, Sergeant Slaughter, all my old homies. Like I used to play with back in the day.
I'm watching several of them closely. I'm lurking for an interview. Very much so.
I can get them to do it with you if you need.
So let's talk about the rank placement system that was in place. It went away, but I think it's going to peak itself again in some way. What did you think about rank placement? Does it belong here in Pop 1, and in what fashion, if you think so?
Same as everyone else that you've interviewed for this, I'm sure, is that, it definitely ruined the sentiment of this game, or everyone's kind of emotions in this game, because it was just so focused on first place. And I think they fixed the scoring system at the second time they did it, but it was too late because they already engraved everyone's minds, and I think there's still a lot of people's minds where this still engraved is that if you don't get first place, you don't win. Like, even though you had like a 10-kill game, like, you got second place, you feel like shit because like you still didn't win. And so that's not a good feeling to have in a battle royale where you're really only supposed to win, like an average player is really only supposed to win like 15-20% of the time, right? But I am even guilty of being one of those people who like gets frustrated at teammates when we're not winning even, because like I'm just so focused on winning, especially since I don't get high kills because I let my teammates fight, right? But like, man, I still like I'm thankful it's gone, but the way they should have done it is just like all the other games where you have a normal mode and then you have ranked mode.
That's what I've been saying. Yeah, create the mode choice.
The player base. Yeah, they definitely don't have the player base, I'm sure.
What do you think would grow our player base? Any ideas of how to push this out further? What us streamers can do? Free to play, and then monetary stuff inside the game would absolutely be the way. I don't know why they're sleeping on it. Like I've probably spent like Call of Duty Warzone. Like I spent money on that more than I would have just like bought a $60 skins and shit. Like same for this game too, but. Like, really, they should just make it free-to-play. It's so cheap that there's no reason not to. Like, make it free-to-play and then just add more monetary shit. I'm not going to complain if you add monetary stuff. Like, I play mobile games, and, like, I spend a crap ton of money there. But you see that sign there? The whole reason that sign was there is because they were supposed to add actual advertisements. But I think the community got, like, too
too much backlash from the community. I think they wussied out, honestly, when it comes down to it. But I think they really should just add advertisements, and then
they have Metropolis for it. There's so many billboards. Yeah, the billboards all the way around the whole city. Yeah.
I won't be angry if they put a Coca-Cola sign. I really won't. As long as they use that money to further enhance the game. And what I mean by that is, for example, they could use that money to sponsor tournaments. And that would be real cool. Like a little prize pool for tournaments, like $300, which is nothing for them, but it's like big money for the kids. So like that would be really cool. But that is the way.
Let me ask you some personal questions to get to know you a little bit closer outside of the game. Some quick, easy favorites. What is your favorite food?
I was ready for that one. So, pho, P-H-O. It's a Vietnamese noodle soup. Have you ever had that before?
No. Tell me. What is that?
Oh my god. So, you've had ramen before, right?
Yeah,
like, Japanese ramen? It's like less salty than that. And more like based on like what do you call it, like herbs and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the Vietnamese noodle soup, pho. I can live off of that. I can eat that every day. If I had to choose one dish where I can only eat that every day until I die, that would be pho.
Okay.
Vietnamese noodle soup.
Question for you with the pho. So I was told that pho is like you're supposed to put like plum sauce or plum juice or something plum in it. Is that true? Or was I just talking to somebody who had no clue what they were talking about?
It could be. I mean, there's many ways to make it, maybe, but you usually have to add some kind of sweetener. I cook it too nowadays. I usually put rock candy, or sometimes you put like soda in it to sweeten up just a little bit.
Wow.
It sounds weird, but like when it comes out, like it doesn't taste like
Can't
soda.
tell. Okay,
like,
okay. That's wild. What is your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving.
Food, family, both?
Yeah, exactly. I love turkey. I love stuffing. I think everyone calls it dressing. I love dressing with gravy.
Do you like
and
it inside the
sauce
turkey cooked, or do you like it made outside in its own dish?
I have like a really good recipe for outside, but I love it inside. So that's just a lot of work. But the outside one, I honestly spend too much money on it. But like I put like the fanciest shit like ingredients I can get into it, and it comes amazing. But I'm broke after. But like so outside one just because I have a good recipe for it. But I love Thanksgiving because it's like invite everyone over. I cook this, I cook or whoever cooks this huge turkey, and just wants to share it with everyone. And just drink some beer, eat some food, watch some TV, like play some games, sing some karaoke.
Favorite movie or TV show?
I feel like it always rotates, right? Like especially TV shows. I loved
what
Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings.
Ooh, me too. Good stuff.
That was real. Man, I was so. Anyways, no spoilers. Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. I just saw. I loved that too. I actually liked it better than Game of Thrones, season 1 versus season 1.
Yeah, and is that because you feel like it's the prequel to what you've already seen, so now you're like set up and geared for it, or did you really like it?
I hate prequels.
okay.
Because
so
the end, if you know the end, it's kind of hard to forget.
Yep, they're all going to be dead.
Yeah, I think they did a good job.
They did, and a lot of great links into the show itself. You can see a lot of linkage that they're doing, which is great. So, agree.
Favorite movie? God, it rotates. Man, but favorite show, Stranger Things season 4. God, I put that shit on repeat when I had COVID. I just put that shit on repeat. So man, I don't know that too. But favorite movie, man, that's hard. Like it rotates, but it's always some kind of like superhero thing. Like it was the second newest Batman, with like the Joker, with Heath Ledger's Joker for a long time. And then after that, it was like the DC. What's with the oh my god, mind blank, where all the superheroes get together. Justice League. Justice League. I put that on repeat for a while. It's not just DC, I swear. But it rotates. I don't know favorite movie. Superhero. I always watch the superhero stuff.
Okay.
The answer.
Hey, did you know with Stranger Things, did you ever call the phone number on the pizza van in real life?
Did you?
Yeah,
I heard that you could. Like it actually led somewhere. I didn't try though.
It actually leads to false voice message of the pizza place. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They actually had, like, at Walmart, like, when the show was on, they had the pizza. Like, it was in the box, and it had the same box. And I tried the pizza, and it was, like, amazing for a frozen pizza. It was the best frozen pizza I ever ate.
Yummy.
And then I went back to the supermarket, like,
and
a couple weeks
gone?
later, and they didn't have it anymore. And I said, what the fuck? Like, what? I want
No!
it. Like, where is it? I don't know if that was just, like, one of those big brands or not, but, like, oh, my God, it was so good. I was like, I got to go back and get more. And I just...
Furry critters or pets, do you have any?
I got 3 dogs, yeah.
3 dogs.
3 dogs.
Specific types of dogs? Are they mixed breeds?
Yeah, mixed breeds. We go to the shelter and we get dogs, yeah, so they're kind of mixed.
Pink, I'm gathering that you're an overall really great guy. I can pick this up. You like Thanksgiving, your family.
I try to
You go to shelters. And I want to talk about one more thing that you do that is pretty great, that is coming up for you. A charity event. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, man, God, I totally forgot about that. I was supposed to promote that.
I didn't.
Man. So for my work, I'm supposed to, what I'm going to be doing, it's called Extra Life. If you're a streamer, there's this thing called Extra Life. They have this once-a-year day. They call it Game Day, where you can just stream for them, and they have all the tools, the casting tools to help set you up, even donation links that go straight to the hospital. Like, you don't get any of the money, obviously, but, like, you just say, okay, I'm going to stream for 6 hours for Extra Life for this game day, and it funds the children's hospitals across the country, mind you, which is awesome. And so I'm going to stream for, I said I was going to do 12, but I might have to do 6 because the wife has a online bachelorette party. Fuck it. So anyway, I'm going to be streaming for 6 hours, and it's just, all the proceeds go to the children's hospital or go to Extra Life, and particularly go to my children's hospital.
Okay.
And that they supported me in my virtual reality research early on, which is the whole reason why I'm able to do virtual reality research for the children. And so I'm trying to just give back to them by streaming and hopefully just getting a little bit of cash for them to just be like, hey, go do stuff with it, kind of thing, just to pay them back for all the support they've done. But I don't typically do charity stuff because I'm a skeptical kind of guy. So I don't really know if it's going to the right places sometimes unless I know it is. I know the people who do it. I don't usually do these things, but I know this one goes to the right places, so I'm doing it, if that makes sense. I don't touch any of that money, trust. And so it's really cool. Very excited. It goes to all sorts of research and all sorts of programs for the kiddos at all the hospitals across the country. Really cool.
Beautiful. And what day are you doing this on?
Yeah, and that'll be Saturday, November 5th. Chime in. I will be on. I'll be on starting with Rat Fox near the end of her stream. So that'll be 11 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
I'll be on around, and I'll be on till the afternoon until just the wife has to kick me off.
And you'll be on Twitch?
Twitch. Same as Twitch TV. Yeah.
Okay. And will there be a button for us to push for charity, or will it be through bits,
it's
or
right
how will
on
that work?
there.
Okay.
The link is in the the description in the channel, but even in the the stream, you see the kind of there'll be the banners and stuff. But yeah, the link will be there. But yeah, please do, if you're feeling generous, during the holiday season, even just a couple dollars, it means a lot. And,
beautiful.
There's people I know the people who work for the Extra Life at my hospital too, and they're working so hard just to try and get these kiddos some money. They're these 2 really good girls that have good hearts. It's really cool. Yeah.
Love it.
Got
Okay.
time and just a little bit of cash to just throw away. Just by all means, stop by.
Okay. I'm going to guess these next 2 questions. The first one I'm going to guess is if I think you prefer coffee, energy drink, tea, or soda. And
Yes.
I feel like you are an energy drink type of guy, depending on the day or time and if you're streaming. But you also like Japanese food, which leads me into some tea. But
Vietnamese food.
I'm going to stick with energy drink.
No, incorrect. I feel like shit after I drink those. I used to when I did research when I was a young college student, very young college student. But now I just drink black coffee. Just straight
black coffee. Oh my gosh! No creamer, no sugar, huh?
No, I'm in academia. Yeah, it's just coffee all day.
Yowza. All right. The next question I'm going to guess is if I think you rage quit, yes or no.
Have I
I'm
ever
not
rage quit?
getting that vibe. I do not feel like you rage quit. So my answer is going to be no, you don't rage quit. Am I right?
Never rage quit like left in the middle of the game. Sometimes if I'm frustrated, I'll leave. Not sometimes, like once in a blue moon, I'll leave like after all the games are done, and I'll just kind of leave quickly. I don't know if that's a rage quit. I've
Kind of
never
like
rage quit
mid
a
game
game.
where you're mad at how that game is going and you just are like, I quit. I'm out. Back to lobby.
Oh God, no.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Well, it's hard when you have a 90% win ratio on average. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jeez, let's talk about your stats. Share some of them with me. Impress me because I imagine these are going to be stellar.
We don't need to do that. I'm not one of those Dark Blast Ass. Anyone can one pop dot one that kind of stuff. Don't need to talk about this.
Okay. About how many people do you kill each game? If you would share that.
I know that. That's kind of low for the other best in the world players. Like I think it's like 5.
Okay.
And that sounds high for most, but like for the best in the world stats, it's really low. Most have like 6 to 7, 8. But that's because I don't go in there hungry to just stomp the lobby, right? Like I go and just I do teamwork. I let my, it's really all about teamwork. I have fun when everyone's working together tactically. That's really my strength, if you don't know. Like every best in the world player has like their own specialty, and mine is working like with my teammates. Like, no matter who I'm with, like we can always work together. And
I am getting a lot of that in chat. So chat is sharing how much you share your knowledge on people. You like to teach people. You're a great coach. You will train people. And even Rad Fox has said you have taken her aside to teach her a few things to make her a better player. So,
she was the best student. She was the best student.
That's awesome. She's like one of my favorite streamers, which, it brings me to my next question of who is your favorite streamer to watch? And if it's not just one, what's maybe your top 3?
Hold on. Rad Fox would slap me if I didn't talk about her. She was honestly the best student. And like, I picked her up. I saw her streaming and I said, she's got good fundamentals. Like, let's just see, coach, I'll play some public games with her, see how it goes. And she was so interested to learn that she took the learning like really seriously. I gave her lessons to work on like every week. And she would send me clips every single day for like
the
months.
Best student.
Like, I shit you not, months. Like, look at me, teacher. Like, I did this like every single day. I kid you not. Like, every day I have to go through. Like, man, Fox, it's taking a lot of time getting through these clips. But she's okay. Look at my DT. Like, I did it today. But she took it so seriously for so many months, and so she went from just an average pub player, above average pub player, to now the best female player in the fucking world. I kid you not. We won the third wheel tournament 2 weekends ago, and if you don't know what that is, it was a squad of 3 with one female player at least, and we won that. So she is technically the best female player in the world according to that tournament. I know everyone says the Zoloto got second place. Their team got second place, but so she went from just a pub player, getting pretty decent, okay stats, and now she's top female in the world. So fucking A, it was so cool. But that's all
I
her.
love her. I have the biggest female crush on her.
She's a personality. Yeah, she can work. But now I'm not with her. She's going to take a break. The comp scene. At that level of play, it's really stressful, especially when you're playing against a lot of best in the world players. It's high stress, high pressure, so it's kind of burn out. It's very easy to burn out, so I get it. She's just taking a step back, taking it a little easier. I totally get it. So now I'm just trying to coach others. I have fun teaching. I guess I'm a teacher technically.
I'm not quite at the level to be coached. I'm still learning a lot, but I am.
There's no such thing as
no.
Anyone who's willing, because it's.
I would squad up with you for I don't know, 5 games in a row, and you'd be like, I don't know if you're helpable. I don't know if I could train you.
No. Everyone's helpable.
Gosh,
different
that's funny.
Baselines, but helpable.
Well,
so Avery Sin gladly took me on as duo partner this time, last minute, and it's gonna be fun playing with her.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about those favorite streamers. Either top streamer to watch or top 3.
My favorite streamer to watch. I mean, You know, it's got to be Rad Fox. I was watching her every day for months, right? That's how I like, you know, like I put her on when I'm working, like obviously. So
me
you
too.
know, she has to be number one. She'd slap me if, you know, I would get a whole paragraph of text and say she was number one. But honestly, right now, my number one is actually Dan, VR Dan. Man, the guy's hilarious. I love him. That's why I played with him last night.
Yeah.
I love his personality. It's not about winning, you know. He just goes in there and fucks around, has a blast. His Kevin, his partner, they're just back and forth talking shit to each other the whole time. I love it. I'm laughing the whole time, you know. It's actually just pleasantly entertaining. But I was thinking about this question. And then if we're talking about best to watch in terms of learning from, maybe I'll just finish this one, is Slick Skills and then Scanter. Slick Skills because of how fast he plays. He's better than me. I just want to put that out there. You know, I play against him not every day anymore. He hasn't showed up in scrims recently, but like I play against him all the time. He's way better than me, but he's fast player. And that's really hard to do on a Valve Index. He plays on a Quest, but I love watching how fast he plays. And then Scanter has a Valve Index, so he plays slower nowadays. I love watching him because of how brilliant he is tactically. When you watch him, like, and you see him play, like, it doesn't look like he's thinking about anything, but the guy's got like 6 plans going through his head. I talked to him like just recently, like, he was asking for some tips on how to, like, you know, win the close range and all that for myself. Yeah, that kid is like stellar, like a genius at this game. All of those kids are, including Slick. But it's just really cool to see them. But in terms of just general streamers, like what I like to see is I like to see camera. Like I like to see a real person camera. I don't like seeing the VR avatar. I know I might be a minority there, but you know, I put myself in the stream when I'm not having technical issues. But like I just like to see the real people, you know, in a VR game versus like VR people in a VR.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, most important question of the stream. It's super important. Everybody's been waiting. Boxers, briefs, or commando when you're playing Population 1?
I don't know if I should answer this like completely honest. It's kind of I don't wear briefs. I don't have briefs. So boxers always.
Okay.
Yeah, boxers always. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm just gonna say boxers.
All right. Let's talk about your technical setup. Talk about your program, surrounding setups, everything involved with it. You've talked about the Valve Index, and this is where I want to talk about the gloves.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. Why wear the gloves? All right, let's just slam this out because everyone asks me every day in stream. I'm even wearing now. I'm wearing gloves, right? And the reason why is threefold, I believe. One is because if you play with a Valve Index, like you don't know, there's no button for the grip button that you have on the Quest 2, so it's pressure sensitive. So as hard as you press, you can actually manipulate the threshold, but like it will grip only if you're hitting it so hard. And if your hand gets really sweaty, which mine certainly does after hours of playing, like it fucks with the sensitivity for me at least, because my hand gets so wet. And so that's number one. Number two is it's better grip. Like, you have to play with open hands on the Valve Index. You can't grip because it'll grip in the game. So like, you have to play with open hands, which is the weirdest goddamn thing. And so that, but then also number three is usually I eat dinner before I play. So I don't want to like get my shits, dirty. That's how you fuck up your controllers and get drift.
Yeah,
my friend
smart.
Blitz, baby, my comp partner, the kid fucking picks up a pizza in between games, eats his pizza, and goes like, motherfucker, you just like ate a piece of pizza, the greasiest shit you could think of, and you're touching your controllers and you're complaining to me about stick drift? Like, don't shit on me with that. Like,
gross, too.
It's funny. Yeah, Blitz.
It's better than Cheetos, I mean. Ooh.
I guess, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Anyways, those are the main reasons. But even on the Quest 2, I use them for a similar reason. But on the Quest 2 have a knuckle strap, so like I don't have to grip it. Does that make sense? Like the strap goes on the controller just around over your knuckle. And I found that if I'm not wearing gloves, when I'm throwing my hand or like pulling, like the controller flew out of my hand a couple times, and so like it fucked up my controller. So like the gloves help with the grip on that.
Yeah. You must have been swinging a samurai when that happened.
I think I was just climbing really fast.
Oh my god. It's
stupid,
funny.
Yeah.
All right. What about your computer and the programs that you run to stream?
I'm not a pro streamer. I use OBS and Streamlabs for different things.
Okay.
OBS for streaming to Twitch. I use Streamlabs for like my recording of stuff I do for like videos sometimes, just because I have it all set up different, and so it's just kind of easier to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
But my computer, like I'm running a 3080 Ti with like one of the latest processors a couple of years ago. So it's you know, almost the best you can get, at least at the time it was, but that was only because I got it through work, so
Okay.
I'm lucky. I'm not that rich. Everyone says I'm rich, but I'm actually broke. Literally, I'm broke. Like, if I took all my debt and put it into my, like, I don't like, no, fuck. It's just to break that myth that everyone thinks I'm rich because, like, I'm a doctor. No. When you're a doctor, especially a young doctor, you have so much student loan debt.
Oh my
like hundreds
gosh,
of thousands.
I'm excited about some of the student loan forgiveness coming.
Yeah, I'm getting
so
that.
excited about that.
It's good. It still
right.
doesn't make a difference. That's how much I have.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a small little dent. It's like 5%.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
no, I'm not a rich doctor. If that makes sense.
At least not yet. All right.
No, I will never be.
When do you hot drop? When do you pod?
In public games, I'll short drop almost every game. I don't hot drop every game unless it's a good drop, no matter what. Now, usually because I play with teammates who drop no matter what, and a lot of the time they die, right? So like I'll just like short out because like I know they're gonna die. But
Thank you, because I use that. I
Yeah.
play with people who hot drop and I short pod out, and I get like lash for it. Like, you know, why didn't you drop with us? And it's like, you're both dead, and I'm sitting
I think
here
it's
rezzing.
so stupid. There's this ego thing where, if you don't hot drop, you ain't a good player. Then, no, it's fucking stupid. Like, don't do that. I tell everyone the opposite. Like, no shame in podding.
Yeah.
I will not say who this was because I saw this yesterday. I was really not happy about it. He plays solo. He's the best in the world level player. He went in there. He hot dropped alone, of course, and I'd do it too sometimes. Don't get me wrong. And then like when he died, he blamed it on the other people who didn't pod and talked shit to them and left real quick. Like, I did not think that was cool. I was really thought that was shitty. But like, anyways, like, yeah, there's no like pride in hot dropping. It's entertaining for streamers, like, sure, but it's not the right move to do. Like, I'm actually very happy that nowadays when I drop, usually people see my name in the lobby, like they don't drop, and I go, good job on y'all. Probably gonna die.
I mean, if I saw you in the lobby, I'd be podding all the way until my pod kicked me out.
And I think that's a good thing. And I think that's a good thing because it's smart. Like, don't. And there's a whole Reddit post on this, and I actually responded to this. Someone was okay. So they killed a top level player. I thought it was me. I clarified, and it wasn't. And then they zone camped him at the very last zone. And they they zone camped the streamer who was killing everyone. At the end, they killed the streamer, verified person who, is a top stat person too. And they killed him, and then they went to the stream later to check it, and the person was talking shit, saying they zone camped and were trash. I thought it was me who said that, because I say that. But, like, I'm just fucking, like, I don't mean it seriously. But anyways, like,
I gotta tell you, Pink, I take my marshmallows and my stick, and I will zone camp you. I will zone camp you.
It's the smart play. It really is.
I will not stream snipe you, but I will camp.
The Reddit player, the guy said, like, why did that guy, that guy should feel like ashamed because of that, because isn't it the smart move? And I responded, my comments there, I said, it is the smart move, don't get me wrong, but like it's not the honorable move, right? Like if you get me zone camping all y'all, there ain't no fucking chance, like, I'm gonna lose. Period. So it's not the honorable play, but I said this in the comment too. I said, I zone camp slick skills in comp because I know I can't win him close range. And yes, it's smart play, but I don't expect him to verbally praise me for that. I expect him to talk shit. Welcome the shit talk. You did a good job. So I don't expect him to pat me on the back when I zone camp his ass. But it is the smart play. You should do it, but I don't expect the verbal praise. For zone camping. So, yes,
I will see you in the lobby, and I will run up to you and be like, Pink, I'm gonna zone camp you, just so you know before we start.
Do it. Yeah,
just gonna call it out.
I get it. I'll be talking shit, but I'm kidding. But I took that post seriously. I try to say nicer things when people do kill me,
Awesome.
because I know they make a big deal.
All right. You have been the answer for this question for a lot of interviews that I have done. Who is your thoughts on who the best Pop 1 player is, in your opinion, today?
That's easy, but I think it's not easy to classify best. See, even my opinion's subjective, obviously, but like everyone at the best level, like I know no one knows because they don't play against them ever, and they'll never see them because they don't play public games, and they don't play for real. None of us play for real in public games. The people who do play for real in public games aren't usually the best players in the world. They're usually the pub stompers, but the best player in the world are the people that scare the shit out of the pub stompers. Stats people, stats junkies. And a lot of times, the best players in the world aren't the ones with the best stats in the public games because they don't want to try hard and win every game in the pubs. They just want to charge and die. So, the best player in the world, if you had asked me, number one hands down is Tech9 Jr. I know a lot of people don't even know who Tech9 Jr. is. He is and has been the best player in the world for since comp has existed. And he is the number one player in the world right now. And there's no question about that. You ask every best in the world player who it is, they'll usually say him. Number two, it would have been Scanter if Scanter was extremely active in comp right now. He's not extremely active at this moment, but he's getting back into it. I just talked to him like a couple days ago. He's getting back into it. He's going to be scrimming every day now, or said soon. But like he came back and just destroyed everyone, and he's been out of it for like a month. We're like, fuck you, Scanner. Like, how good you? Anyways, but he would be number one if he played every day. Like to be able to top level. To be able to play against these kids and like be better than them, you gotta like play every day for hours. And so Tech9, yeah, he's number one. But there's like, for example, I'm the best at different things. I'm the best at probably teamwork at the top level. I'm not the best close range player. I'm not the best long range player. I'm probably one of the better mid range players.
Okay.
So like everyone's best at something at that level. But if you take one of us into a public game, like, if we really trying to win, we'll never lose. And that's why, like, a lot of them never squad with people. And because it's just, like, if we take a full diamond level team, like a full best player in the world level team into public game, like, there's no chance of losing. And we'll never, like, we're fighting for kills. Like, that's how hard it is. And so, like, the people, I know a lot of people are scared of level 60s and some of the stat junkies, you know, the people who have amazing stats on 1.1. But I'm telling you, the scariest motherfuckers are the ones that you don't see, that the stat junkies don't even want to play against it.
Yep. I don't even know who that is, and I wrote it down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
You never see him. Pray you never see this kid because he is a fucking genius at this game.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Well, another question for you. Do you ever get involved in Big Box's playtesting features?
No, I don't.
No?
They don't like me
Okay.
for whatever reason. They don't.
Okay.
Like, I applied many times. They deny me for many reasons. I don't know. Maybe I talk too much shit. Oh, hey, best player in the world, Sass. Can I add another couple of people?
Yeah,
on there? People will be pissed
certainly.
Like Slick Skills is the best, like, fast player, I would say.
Yeah.
Best DT player, Creamy VR right now. I would say the best DT player.
He throws out some crazy videos. I'm watching some of his
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, what is he doing?
But Tech9 is the best close range player.
Okay.
Period. But he's the best player overall too, and there's many tournaments that prove that. Yeah.
All right. Well, share with us
Skittles.
one more time where we can
gotta shut
find
up,
your material, your content online.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, and I will be streaming. I'm even going to be streaming UGL Tower. I got UGL Tower in 20 minutes, so I got to warm
All
up.
right. Yep.
But yeah, it'll be all good. Yeah, YouTube.
Yep.
PinkPWNAGE.
So I'm going to say that's the end of our interview. Is there anything else that you want to share to our Population 1 community watching?
Yeah, you know, don't give up. Like, I started from the bottom, and now I'm here. Like, it sounds stupid to say that, but like, I'm so happy that I made it to this level somewhat recently, like a few months ago, where I'm able to play against the best in the world and like get better every day. It's really just about getting better, and it's an invite-only kind of thing. But like, don't give up. Like, it's really about just getting better. I play this game because I like to improve myself. I'm one of those self-improvement kind of people, and I play for the social aspect. But like, don't give up. Like, have goals to work on, achieve those goals, set new goals. Like, you know, if you really want to keep playing this game, because everyone keeps getting better every day. If you don't keep up with the curve, you get left behind.
Absolutely. Well, PinkPWNAGE, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time to come in, join me, answer all these questions, and go into detail. Everybody in chat is just absolutely in love with your gameplay, your personality, everything about you. Nothing but compliments throughout the entire stream. So great
I love the
work.
community.
Yeah.
It's a great community. You know, I think we're lucky that the game is not as big as like a Call of Duty, so we lose a lot of the toxicity. So we have a great community.
Awesome. Well, I want to wish you luck in what comes next for your comps, your scrims, or you said comps or scrims?
Yeah, it's actually comp UGL Tower Division.
Yep.
Right now.
All right. Well, you go warm up. Will you be streaming it?
Yeah, I think I will. I shouldn't be,
Perfect.
but I will.
Okay. Well, everybody make sure you pop over, watch PinkPWNAGE. In about 20 minutes, he's going to be in his comps, and we're going to say goodbye to Pink. Thank you very much.
No
you
problem.
have a great one, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. And
Hopefully
thank you.
not in a lobby.
We got to play together, you and I. We'll play together. How about that? We'll play together.
All right.
And I'll let you kill everyone and carry me. That's what I'll do.
Later, Pink.
Thanks, Tipsy. Take it easy. Thank you.
You guys, my interview with PinkPWNAGE. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. That was a great one. He really has great information. His knowledge base is just excellent to learn either as a new player or even as a seasoned player. It's really great stuff that he puts out there, and just his tactical knowledge is incredible. I don't know enough about the game itself as a competitive player. I know enough because I've played it from the beginning, but this guy is just a bundle of great knowledge. So like he said, he's willing to help anybody who reaches out and really needs that attention or wants to be that great student. So take opportunities when they knock, right? All right, so I have got 2 interviews scheduled for tomorrow. And like the end of all of my Takeover shows, if I remember, I'd like to share who those are going to be with. Tomorrow's going to be Omega Havocs and Plato's Cave, 5 o'clock Central and 8 o'clock Central. So join me tomorrow night. I would love for you guys to be here and watch those interviews with me. In the meantime, I think we'll go check to see who's online right now so that we can share some more Population 1 content, right? All right, so here we go, guys. I have somebody in store for you that I think is a perfect selection here. I hope you enjoy the content. Stick around. I'm sending you on.
Just try not to overdo it.
If I can get this to work. It's freezing on me a little bit. There's my technical difficulty of the stream. Here we go, guys. Enjoy the content. Thanks for being here. Thanks for those likes, those follows, and the shares. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you on the flip side.